Good evening, Crusher fans, and welcome to the CSN, the Crusher Sports Network. We're broadcasting from the Wimber High School Gymnasium. This evening's Rotary Tournament Championship game features the visitors, the Lions of Chestnut Ridge. Chestnut Ridge brings a 6-2 record into the contest versus the home team, your Bishop McCort Catholic High School Crushers, and they bring a 4-3 record into the contest this evening. Bringing you this evening's action, yours truly, Ralph DeMarco, along with our basketball analyst, Rich Price, and, of course, our stream producer, Dr. Fran Brown. The Dream Team, the Stream Team, and want to welcome you to the 64th Annual Wimber Rotary Tournament, the longest continuous run boys basketball tournament in the state. Before we get to the Coach's Corner with Coach Fowl, we want to bring in our basketball analyst for this evening. Rich Price has had many head coaching positions in his career. He was a head girls basketball coach at Wimber, Johnstown, and currently at Blacklick Valley, and presently an assistant football coach at Bishop McCort, also working in the big business office of McCort. Rich Price, welcome to the stream, brother.
Thanks, Ralph. It's my pleasure to be here. Sitting between you and Fran, I feel smarter already. You guys make me look good. So, I'm very excited to be here. This is a great place. It's a great facility. I was here years ago. And honestly, Ralph, the only thing I missed walking down the halls, I thought there'd be a statue of you somewhere in the hallway. I know there's a picture of me somewhere
I think
there.
they took it down. I don't know. Okay. All right. I really don't know about that.
But in all seriousness, this is a great tournament. It's one of the oldest in the state as far as the Rotary goes. And I tell you what, you got two really, really good teams, quality teams that like to get after it with McCort and Chestnut Ridge. And I'm really looking forward to the broadcast.
Well, let me say this to you for our Crusher fans. Now, we're not showing, well, I think Fran is trying to show the end of the Wimber Everett game. This is the consolation game, and presently Wimber's winning 46-28 with 1 minute and 34 seconds left in this consolation game. And we do want to send our love and condolences out to Steve Slatkoff, Jeff Slatkoff, and their dad, Jeff. They lost their mom and wife here the other day, and good friends of mine, and just a shout out to them, and we love you and we care about you, and we're always here for you, and God bless. And knowing Diane as well as I did, if Stephen didn't show up to coach the game, she'd come back and haunt him, I think.
You're right. It's a great family. It's a sad state of affairs. It's part of life for sure. But it's our deepest condolences to the family.
Well, we're hoping that Coach Fowl will make his way here. But before we do that, I have some thank yous I'd like to pass along to our listeners. I want to thank the new athletic director at Mark Ott is the new AD at Wimber. Just a great guy. I actually taught him in the classroom, okay? And I want to thank Chad Jones, the head coach at Chestnut Ridge, for all his help he's given us to get to this point. And, of course, on the Bishop McCort side, Chris Fowl, Tom Smith, Jill Berkebaugh, Erica Strittmatter, the new athletic director at Bishop McCort. And we're going to have her on somewhere along the way here. We're streaming some other games. And of course, Mary Luna and Tim Hornick, and we thank all of them, and we do appreciate that very, very much, all the work that they put in to get us to this point, okay? I don't know, Coach Fowl, I'm trying to get his attention over there. I think he's just ignoring me. What do you think?
I think he's in game mode.
Yeah, well, okay. He's definitely in game mode. There's no doubt about that. Wimber's going to hang on to win this thing. They're up by 20 right now, 48-28. 1 minute and 5 seconds. The clock is moving here. Hey, Coach, something that you can clarify for us. I know this happened last year, and I was looking for the right words last night, and I think I got them. But the 5 fouls per quarter.
Correct.
Explain that to our listeners.
I'll tell you what, it's a new rule change that came into effect last year. Each team gets now 5 team fouls per quarter, and there's no more 1-and-1. They took the 1-and-1 foul shooting out of the game, and after 5 team fouls each quarter, you go and you shoot 2 foul shots. Now, it resets every quarter and including it resets, every quarter. I like the rule personally because, you don't have to worry about, being in the 1-and-1 for a whole half or going to the 10 fouls where you're shooting, especially in a close ball game, that, you shoot 10 fouls, you shoot 2 fouls, maybe the whole fourth quarter or something like that. So I really like the rule change. I think it changed the game a little bit, but you know what? It makes you play defense.
Well, okay, Coach, so they changed the rule. So let's just set up a scenario. Mm-hmm. So you're Bishop McCort and I'm Chestnut Ridge, okay? In the first period, my team, Chestnut Ridge, gets a 5th foul. Wimber goes to the line to shoot 2, correct? That's
correct.
How it works.
Correct.
Now, what if nobody's the shooter is the person that got fouled, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Just getting a little clarification with that. Okay, but that was a new rule, and that kind of hit us off guard last year, and I just wanted to get some clarification for our fans out there. And while I'm thinking about it, how about we take a timeout and get a message from friends of the Crusher Sports Network, the CSN.
Situated in a family-friendly atmosphere, Dr. John Walker is currently accepting new patients. Dr. Walker has over 25 years' experience. Come join the family at Dr. John Walker's office. Your smile will thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Walker.
And we're back on the CSN, the Crusher Sports Network. My sidekick tonight is Rich Price. He's been about the basketball world for a lifetime and a great guy. And it looks like Coach Fowl is going to make his way over here kind of moseying along, okay? Boy, he had his game face on the last 4 minutes of the game last night, man. He wasn't real happy with how that was going. But he had the game face on. He even called 2 timeouts with those 4 minutes. I hope we can pull away and win this thing tonight in better fashion. But we did play a pretty solid game last night against Everett. Just kind of got away from us the last 4 minutes, and they kind of got back in the game. But everything worked out okay as far as that's concerned. Coach, something you want to add to that?
And the funny thing is as coaches, you're happy with wins, but you're never satisfied. And I'm sure that, the last 4 minutes, the way the game was going, even had the game in hand, you're never satisfied with it.
Well, listen, Coach Fowl has come up here, and we're going to chat up Coach Fowl right now, right on the Crusher Sports Network. It's the Coach's Corner with Coach Digger Fowl. Now, Coach Fowl is the assistant to the principal at Bishop McCort. He's the head baseball coach, won the state championship in 2012, the head basketball coach as well. Coach, welcome to the Crusher Sports Network.
Good being back, Ralph. How are you?
Coach, it's kind of been an up and down season, but at the same time, talk to the fans about the season to date. We're 4-3 coming into this championship game.
Yeah, we're just trying to develop some consistency. As the season goes on, I thought, we had a great defensive effort last night. It seems in the games that we've had some success, our defense has carried us. We certainly have a big test tonight against a team that has a lot of seasoned players on it, and we're gonna go out and try to stop one of the best 3-point shooters in the conference.
Well, Coach, it was the ICC LHAC shootout, and now the championship game is all Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference, and it's a tough conference any way you look at it.
Yeah, we're very familiar with Chestnut Ridge. We played them 3 times in 23, 3 times in 24, and now we're going to play them 3 times again this year. So we're very familiar with them. They're familiar with us, and not a whole lot of secrets.
Well, Coach, let's get right to it. What are your keys to the game this evening?
The keys to the game for us is going to be able to stop them from the perimeter and force them to beat us inside. We feel like our size inside can alter shots, but again, Justin Weissong's one of the best 3-point shooters in the conference, and we got to know where he is and make sure he doesn't get clean looks all night long.
Well, Coach, before I turn you loose, any shout-outs here as we get into the new year?
No, just to Rich Price. I think this is his first time on the CSN, and hopefully many, many more times.
So far he's been doing a great job.
Well, a little-known fact for the CSN viewers tonight, Coach Price actually coached me back in my day. So
Well,
I hope
that explains why you're a stellar athlete.
I hope he takes it easy on me.
Hey, Coach, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Coach Digger Fowle, the Coach's Corner, as we prepare for the championship game here at the Wimber Gymnasium. The Crushers taking on the Chestnut Ridge Lions here this evening. And, hey, let's take a time out for friends from the Crusher Sports Network.
Martella's family-owned pharmacy has been caring for you and about you since 1964. With 6 convenient locations, we're always here for you, providing personalized service that goes above and beyond. Martella's offers a wide range of services from free prescription delivery to being the only regional pharmacy to offer Medipack, organizing your medications in easy to tear off packets. Martella's, caring for you and about you since 1964.
And we're back on the CSN, the Crusher Sports Network, here this evening at the 64th Wimber Rotary Tournament, the longest continuous run tournament in the state of Pennsylvania in boys basketball. And just a lot of good stuff happening here this evening. And we want to thank Dr. Fran Baum for keeping us squared away and straight and all that good stuff. We want to thank Mr. Mulcahy, who got us some names of officials here. He's sitting right in front of us. I actually taught him in school back in the day. And, Coach, little known fact for some of our Crusher listeners, the WABA tournament, the Wimber Area Athletic Booster Association, which our girls won this year by beating Wimber in the championship game. It's the 52nd year for that tournament, and that is the longest continuous run girls tournament in the state of Pennsylvania. Your thoughts on that, Coach?
And that is a terrific tournament. And I mean, God bless the girls that I coached here at Wimber. We were actually the first Wimber team, the first Wimber girls team ever to win the WABA tournament, and we won it twice. And I'll tell you what, this place, when you come here for a basketball tournament, it is a first-rate school, it's a first-rate organization, and they run things really, really well. As a coach, you want very, very little distractions. That gives coaches headaches, and I know that the WABA tournaments that I've been involved in, and I was here at Rotary tournaments supporting the Crushers in the past, and I tell you what, the tournament committees, it's a great place to watch high school basketball, period.
Well, Coach, we're going to go right now to had a chance to talk to the head coach at Chestnut Ridge, Chad Jones, and we thank him for his help. But his keys to the game, Coach, and then I'd like you to respond on that. He wants to be fundamentally sound, and you hear that from coaches all the time, right? And this was an unusual one. He said, we need to stay calm when things get tough, okay? And he also said they need to score in the paint. And if you think about what Coach Fowle said on the Coach's Corner, we don't want them to get in the paint. We want to use our size and our advantage to control the paint and force them to the perimeter. Your thoughts on Coach Jones' keys to the game from Chestnut Ridge?
Well, and the fundamentals, he's exactly right. And, that deals with, and I heard you say this a lot in football. First of all, you got to take care of the ball. You can't, and you have to rebound, especially on the defensive glass, because you don't want to give your opponent extra possessions. And that's a very dangerous thing, especially when you want to control the paint. As far as, getting inside, he goes to practice every day with his team. He has a great reputation. They have a terrific program at Chestnut Ridge. He knows his strengths, and that's his strength. And the other thing, too, is when you play basketball and you make it an inside-out game, meaning if you can score inside, the outside shots seem to be just a little bit more open, and you have a little bit more time to set your feet, get your hips square, and let the ball fly with confidence. And if you can do that, it's awfully tough. Now, the calmness, I'm really glad that he said
again, not extra possessions. Number 2, take care of the ball. They have to control the pace as well. I know Coach Fowl has a plan as far as the pace of the game. They have to control that. And Ralph, this sounds easy. They have to make shots. You know, whenever they have open looks, whenever they get the ball inside, they have to put it home. And if they do that, I think they're going to be right in there at the end.
Now, for me, you mentioned about rebounding and controlling the glass. Last night, Zadney did a great job on the offensive and defensive boards, and he was our crusher of the game last night. And with a victory, we always interview the crusher of the game, okay? Now, my key to the game is stay fundamental the whole way. We did a great job for 3.5 quarters last night, and then it we got in disarray the last 4 minutes. We were up 17. They cut it to 8. We won by 11, but finish strong, okay? And with all that being said, Coach, the LHAC, now Chestnut Ridge and McCort are both in the LHAC. I wouldn't, Coach, I wouldn't give the records only because we're not sure if they're accurate, but we're pretty sure that the standings are accurate. So if you'd go through the West and then the East on the back side, just who's in those sections, okay?
Well, yeah, the West section right now, you know, Forest Hills, Johnstown are both undefeated. Westmont Hilltop, then Central Cambria, Chestnut Ridge, Richland, then McCort, Penn Cambria, Carroll, Somerset, and Bedford. That's the West section of the Laurel Highlands Conference. The East section, you have, from top to bottom, you have Guilfoyle, Central Martinsburg, two very familiar names, Hollidaysburg, Tyrone, all undefeated in the division. Huntington, Penns Valley, Clearfield, Bald Eagle, Bellefonte, Bellwood Annis, and then Phillipsburg bring up the East Division. And I'll tell you what, boys and girls both, the Laurel Highlands Conference is loaded with not only individual talent, but team talent. And there's a lot of good basketball players in the Laurel Highlands Conference.
Well, Chestnut Ridge is AAA, but they're in District 5, and Bishop McCort is AA, and they're in District 6. Now, I could not find any updated District 5 standings, but these are the District 6 boys 2A standings. Could you go through those, Coach?
Certainly, yeah. You have right now, and again, this will all change a lot, as Ralph said, but West Branch is number 1 in the AA boys, United 2, Northern Cambria, Portage at 4 right now, and McCort at 5. That could all change tonight. Homer Center, Penns Manor, Mo Valley, Juniata Valley, Claysburg, Kimmel, and Purchase Line bring up the number 11 spot. But like I said, this changes daily. As a coach, I look at it, but I try not to until probably the middle to the end of January because it changes so much.
And let me say this to you. You know, you talk about wins. Before last night's game, we were in 7th place, right, Bishop McCort, and with that victory, we jumped 2 places to 5. So never count out winning, okay?
Exactly, especially when you play, again, they're playing a AAA team tonight. That extra bonus point or 2 really helps when it comes down to going between a home game and an away game when it comes to the first round of playoffs. It's huge.
Well, now it's time for our sportsmanship prayer, and we thank Father Crookson for putting this prayer together. And just for our listeners, because I've been asked this, are you allowed to pray? We got this prayer approved by the PIAA, and we are allowed to pray because we're a private Catholic school. So just for clarification, okay? Sportsmanship prayer. Strong and faithful God, the giver of the fullness of life, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, coaches, officials, and all gathered here. Keep these young people safe from injury and harm. Instill in them respect for each other and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. Okay? So, Coach, we're getting close to it here now. When they do starting lineups in the national anthem, we'll go quiet because our fans most of the time can hear that PA announcer. Then we'll go over the starting lineups before the tip-off, okay? But with all that being said, the officials for tonight's game are Damon Rickens, Chris Rickens, Sean Sinclair, and Coach, your thoughts, officials. we need more of them, don't we?
Absolutely do. And you know what? As a coach that sometimes in my history we get a little fiery and things like that, I've calmed over the years. At least I think I have.
I don't know. We'll have to. I don't know what to tell you about that.
But
hey, Coach, before you go on,
Go
the
ahead.
officials got the captains and the head coaches, and what happens here? What happens in this meeting right here before the game, Coach?
basically what happens here is they go over the court to make sure some courts are smaller than others. Wimber has a standardized court. We're to check in whenever the substitution comes to the scores table. Make sure that the coaches clarify when they take a timeout, a full or 30, and then they do the PIAA statement where make sure everybody is legally equipped and there's no jewelry and there's no, if somebody has a cast or a soft cast or eyewear or something, they just make sure that everything is clarified. And then they wish you luck and we play ball.
Well, Coach, going back to the officials, if somebody wants to be an official, they can go to the PIAA website, find out what it's all about. But we're in need of officials, are we not, Coach?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody talks about the coaching shortage, and there is, okay, for these young people, more mentors and things like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, you can have all the coaches you want. If you don't have officials, the game doesn't go on. And so I even retired coaches and people like that, young players coming out, take the test. And I'll tell you what, it is rewarding. It's very rewarding because you are part of the game. You don't want to be noticed, but you're part of the
And
game.
generally speaking, the pay scale is better.
Oh, 100%. I know that they negotiate different things and whatever, but yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, there's people out there that are refereeing every single night of the week, including weekends, and they make a pretty good paycheck.
Well, I don't want to name any names, but I knew 3 guys that would come to Wimber, do both junior high games, come down and do the JV game and the varsity game, and they always bought me food afterwards. Probably shouldn't say that on the air, huh?
Hey, listen, there's a pretty daggone good restaurant right down the street from here, so yeah, that's good.
Well, we're going to go silent now, Coach, and we're going to listen to the PA announcer, okay?
Or intended to demean, embarrass, intimidate, or injure opposing contestants, teams, spectators, and officials will not be tolerated. So please let today's contest reflect mutual respect between both schools. So now let us meet our starting lineups. They'll be the visiting team on the scoreboard this evening, the Bishop McCort Crusher.
I was told they were the home team, but that's okay. Would McCort not be the home team? Dark jerseys?
You wear white.
White jerseys are the home
it's
team, dark
opposite
jerseys are
football.
the visitors.
It's opposite
I got bad information this afternoon.
Which I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. In football, it's the opposite.
Yes, exactly.
I wish you could wear your colors whenever you're playing basketball, too.
Well, there you have the starting lineups, and we'll go over them through the course of the game. And with that, we want to give a shout out to all the military men and women, all law enforcement, all those who protect and serve, first responders. We give them a shout out for keeping our country and our community safe and healthy. And God bless all of you, and please be safe out there. Well, here we go, Coach.
This will be a fun one, Ralph.
Well, we're only 11 minutes behind the 7:30 tip-off, so that's pretty cool. And
yeah.
We've got an LHAC matchup here this evening in the 64th Annual Wimber Rotary Tournament. Jumping up for Chestnut Ridge will be number 23, Isaiah Crocker. And for the Crushers, it'll be number 0, Brett Schmidt. Kind of a little unusual configuration for this tip-off, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like McCort wants to make it an offensive tip. They're going to try to probably get the ball to Dresick, which they did.
Dresick has the basketball. He's running the show at the point. Chestnut Ridge playing half-court man-to-man, and they're tenacious to start the game. Patience is a virtue. Good rebound there.
And that's what you want to do. You want to get the offensive glass early and try to establish yourself.
I think that was number 2.
Yes, that exactly.
Number 2
right.
for Bishop McCort is
That's
Adam Radkowski. Crushers playing their version of half-court man-to-man defense. Leave him wide open for the 3, and he sinks it, and that's number 41 for Chestnut Ridge. That would be Caden Hinson.
Actually, Ralph, McCourt's playing a box and 1.
Okay, talk that through when we get on defense again. Schmidt with the rebound. And that's what we need, control the offensive and defensive boards. Find Radkowski open, he can't make it go. Schmidt gets the rebound, he can't make it go. And Chestnut Ridge gets the rebound, and they're off and running, pushing the basketball up the floor. I don't know, looked like a walk to me.
Yeah, he shuffled a little bit there, Ralph.
Schmidt with the that's Galucci with the rebound. And both teams pushing it hard up the floor. And Galucci gets it to drop on the drive. And the Crushers are up 4-2 with 6:35 on a moving clock in the first quarter.
Yeah, if Angelo gets out in space, that's his game.
He had some great shots last night. He just couldn't get them to drop. I mean, and they were good shots. And
right.
they kept telling him, shoot him, but they were dropping, man.
It happens, it does. What McCourt's doing right now, Ralph, is they're playing a box and 1 on Justin Weissong. And all that means is you have 4 defenders that are in a box. Typically, the box and 1 goes with two defenders at the elbows and 2 defenders at the block, and and then they have a defender play Weissong everywhere that he goes. And
Justin Weissong, the number 2, is a senior for Chestnut Ridge, and by the end of the season, you'll find out that the Tribune Democrat, he'll be one of the top scorers in the region, I would have to think.
Well, a Weissong at Chestnut Ridge is like butter with bread.
Okie dokie. I like that one, Coach. That was good, okay? Butter with bread.
My wife would like that, too. She loves butter on bread.
And we're going to give a shout-out to our wives. We're going to give a shout-out to Maria, and you're going to give a shout-out to your wife.
That's right, Kathy. I think she's listening tonight, actually.
Well, she better be listening. This is your big audition.
There you go. Nice play by Dresick, baseline
Dresick. And I like the way Dresick plays, but the problem is he'll make one great play, and then you're wondering what he's doing. But he's got the potential to be a great one. He really does.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he does. He does things. He does things well.
So it looks like Galucci's been assigned to Weissong, number 2, and he drills the 3.
Now, one thing I'd like Ange to do better is get through that pick. He needs to work and get through the pick, whether he don't want to go under it against the shooter.
And we're going to have a foul on Radkowski against, and number 11 was fouled, and number 11 is Owen Claycomb for Chestnut Ridge. Chestnut Ridge going to get the ball out under their basket. And does that change the thought of how you play defense here, Coach?
Right now, on the out of bounds, because it's tough to play a box and 1 with the person you're wanting and playing defense and taking the ball out. Nice move to the basket. Nice move to the basket by Owen Claycomb. So they stayed in a 2-3 for that possession.
Now Chestnut Ridge is just pushed it out a little bit. They've extended their man-to-man a little bit.
Right.
Now Gallucci gets tied up in the corner, and I can't see the arrow, but obviously it goes to Chestnut Ridge, and the next tie-up will go to Bishop McCort.
One thing I know Coach Fowl wants is motion in his offense. You know, when you start dribbling, you get down to the corner and it's one-on-one. You know, that kind of changes things. You get stagnant, and you want a lot of motion in your offense, especially when you're going against a man.
Now Gallucci did a great job getting through the pick that time, but like we said, this cat can shoot the basketball. Lysol. There you go. Nice pass inside, and we get Eli Zadney an inside basket, and now Chestnut Ridge has 11, and we have 8. We thought this would be a hard-fought basketball game, Coach.
Absolutely. And it looks like we have an advantage inside. Now, the game, it's the first 4 minutes of the game, but it looks like we have an advantage.
Well, we got 6'5", 6'4", 6'2", 6'1" on the floor, and I don't have the heights here for Chestnut Ridge, but it's obvious that we have a height advantage.
It looks like Caden Hinson is the tallest player on the floor right now at 6'2".
Chestnut Ridge off and running. They're going to get an easy fast break basket to Lysol, and now Chestnut Ridge is up 13-8, and now they put it out a 2-2-1 full-court, three-quarter court press.
And we got to finish.
And right now, Ridge is beating us up and down the floor, any way you look at it. And number 11 for Bishop McCort says, you know what, maybe we need to slow this down. And Nick Dressick is fouls on Lysol. I'm not sure that's the guy we want going to the line, though.
Yeah, I'll tell you honestly, Ralph, this piece honestly favors McCort a little bit. The problem is they're not finishing, and the biggest thing you have to do to stop a fast break is score.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chestnut Ridge has 14 points. In my unofficial calculation, Lysol has 7 of those 14, and I believe if he puts this in, he'll have 8 of the 15.
Yep. So Brady Page and Max Walker in the lineup from the court now.
15-8, Chestnut Ridge is in the lead. They're full court pressure right now, and there's 3:21 in the clock moving here in the first quarter. Too many turnovers to start this basketball game. Good defense there.
I'll tell you what, Dressick had a turnover, but I'll tell you what, he didn't quit, and he actually made a nice play on the defensive end, and that's what you have.
And, you know, and I'm not being critical of him. Just find some consistency. He'll make great plays, you know, and just keep making them over and over again.
Well, he tried to make a long bounce pass, and it at times will work, but that's a high-risk, high-reward pass to make.
McCort taking the ball out under their offensive basket.
Now, McCort has a smaller lineup in now and probably a little bit quicker lineup.
Now, these two young guys that just came in the game, they really bring some tempo to the basketball game. There's an example where Page penetrates and dishes it off to Schmidt, and Schmidt gets the basket, and he's going to go for the conventional three-point play.
And Brent showed a lot of strength there because he got hit away from the basket. His momentum was carrying him away from the basket. He put it off the glass, and it went in. And you're right, Brady, what you want off your bench as a coach is you want energy and hopefully some scoring, but energy number one.
All right, now let's see. Looks like the Crushers are playing straight man-to-man, you think?
Yep, now they're back to man. And they have Brady Page guarding Weissong.
Page will give you everything he's got, I can tell you that right now.
Exactly.
So Schmidt gets the foul. Ridge will take it out under their basket, and conventionally you're going to play a tight zone against this, right?
Yes. Now some people, again, I teach it as well, that play man and the out of bounds. And look, we got them into a tough situation too far under the basket, and we come out. Okay, and we come out with a tough shot. We forced them to take a bad shot, and we got the rebound. We'd like to score here, cut it to either 3 or possibly 1.
Taking the ball out for Bishop McCort is Maddox Lockhart. Gets it to Dressick.
Just a little short. That's a nice step back, though.
Well,
I like
it
his
was a
footwork.
good shot. I
like his footwork.
Coach Fowl barking out some orders. Dressick goes hard to the basket. He gets the rebound. He doesn't get that layup. Galucci
Nice
goes to the basket. Had the right idea, but bounced it off of Schmidt's leg. We got a jump ball. I believe that will go to Bishop McCort.
Yes, it will. What I tell Angelo made the right pass. What I tell my players all the time, that's the right pass, but make a better one. It's really tough for a post player.
And it
when
doesn't
you
have
throw
to
it
be
at
a
his
hard
feet.
pass,
That's
right?
right. That's right. I mean, we have a size advantage. Throw it up on the rim.
Now Ridge.
Oh.
We're going to get a did he call a technical
No,
foul?
it's going to be a push.
He went like this, Coach. But
Oh, my fault. My fault, Ralph. I didn't see it. So, yes, that's a dead ball technical. That the ball was not in play. And you know, the funny thing about it, Ralph, is we always tell our players, the referees always see the second push or the second whatever that happened, because they were kind of, you know, getting close and grabbing each
so
other.
now he's going to shoot 2, and they're going to get the ball out, right?
As far as unless they change that rule on us, yes.
Well, and we got to make smarter plays than that. We got to be smart. That
Well,
wasn't a good
react.
play.
You can't
just
react.
can't push people.
Right.
You know. Wysong misses the second.
That's a break.
Yep, and Chestnut Ridge will get the ball out. They're going to be taking it out on the opposite side from where we are at here. It's 16-11. Chestnut Ridge in the lead. 1 minute and 57 seconds left in the first quarter.
Now, one thing, Ralph, and it's not coming into play right now, but even though that's a dead ball technical foul, that also counts as a personal foul in the book against Dressick. So that is his first foul.
So that's his first.
Yes.
Now, we have 5 team fouls.
Correct.
Chestnut Ridge has 2, so if we get another foul, Chestnut Ridge will shoot 2.
Yep. Nice job, Brady Page there. That's a great job.
That's exactly what you want to be tenacious. You want to make them be a nervous wreck. Too easy. Number 13 just takes it to the hole for Chestnut Ridge and gets the easy layup, and that's Cole Nicodemus. Radkowski, little jumper in the paint. It won't go. Schmidt with the rebound. It won't go. And Chestnut Ridge comes away with it. They've got the numbers, 2-on-1. Wysong takes it to the hole. He misses it. Number 11 gets the rebound. Everybody fighting for it. Ridge can't make it go. They save it. Schmidt gets it. Page has it. Wow, a lot of action there, Coach.
Yes, it is. And there you go, Ange. That's it.
Okay, Coach, I don't want to be critical of any of our players, but sometimes just take it to the basket, right? If you don't make it, get fouled. Go to the foul line.
Most of the time, and I say this factually, most of the time when you go to the basket under control, okay, good things happen. Whether you get a foul, whether you make a layup, sometimes a conventional three-point play. Now, you want to be in control. You don't want to try to drive through 3 people or anything like that. But Angelo had the baseline. He went hard, and he was either making a layup or getting fouled. He got fouled.
He hits it. It's 18 to...
Should be 18-12.
That's 18-12. There it is. 55 seconds. Clock is moving here in the first quarter.
That's it.
Oh, we almost had to steal. Schmidt couldn't get his hands wrapped around it, but he was in a good spot for sure.
Well, and when the ball's in the corner, that's where you have 2 extra defenders. You have the sideline and the baseline. So take advantage of that. Nice job.
Nice job there. That's Lockhart, number 4, I believe.
Right.
And it goes off at Chestnut Ridge, and we've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. We're down 6, and I would assume you can play for the last shot here unless you get a really good one.
You know what? Right, and that's probably what Coach Fowl wants. Now, if you have a wide open look, you take the shot. Again, right pass, make a better one.
Now Chestnut Ridge is in a situation.
Oh, you got to get out.
They're going to fire up a three, number 30 for Chestnut Ridge from the corner. That's Brody Hokovich, and he hits the three, and now it's 21-12. Chestnut Ridge by 9. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. We shoot it. It doesn't go. End of the first quarter.
That was tipped.
Now, Coach, it's Advent season, and just a message for all of our listeners out there. As we light candles on the Advent wreath, let each flicker be a reminder that Christ is the true light that dispels the darkness. Amen. God bless all, and wishing everybody Happy New Year right now. Huh? How's that,
That's
Coach?
right. Happy New Year. The holiday season is upon us.
Let's take a time out to get a message from friends of the Crusher Sports Network.
Being a part of the 6 News team, it's a privilege. It's a responsibility not only to our viewers, but to those who came before us. Always showing up, following leads, getting both sides of the story. It's the foundation of 6 News, knowing we delivered on our promise to you. Coverage you can count on. I'm Jen Johnson. Thanks for choosing 6 News, and thank you for celebrating 75 years of WJAC-TV with us.
And we're back on the CSN, the Crusher Sports Network. Starting the second quarter, the Crushers have the ball out of bounds. They're down 21-12. Radkowski in the lane, he can't handle it. Chestnut Ridge all over it. They missed the shot, but they end up with the rebound. Wysong got it. And Chestnut Ridge just seems like a little step quicker here in this basketball game.
Well,
what do you think, Coach?
Exactly right. And I'll tell you what, I really like the way Brady Page has played defense on Wysong. The problem is we're not taking advantage of that. Now there we
Hey, Radkowski hits a three.
And that's what we need to do. Take advantage of our possessions. But the supporting cast of Chestnut Ridge is stepping up.
Now that thing's way off the mark, and I thought Bishop McCort handled that defensively pretty well, but Ridge gets the basketball. Now Gallucci gets the rebound, and Coach Fowles wondering where the push-off was on there.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact there. I agree with that.
Coach Fowl at that in between the first and second quarter.
There you go. That's
he
what
was
we need
all business-like. And
there
he is. And there goes your markers, Coach, flying all over the place.
Oh, Ralph, I got all kinds of stuff going on here.
Watch out there, Coach. You're all tangled up, brother.
But that's what we need to do. We had 2 really, really good possessions. We hit a 3, and then we got the ball down to Zazadny, and he not only has a size advantage, he has a strength advantage. I mean, he's an all-area tackle and defensive end. He's going to school to play football. There's not too many people in the Laurel Highlands that can guard him pound for pound. So
and he had a great football season.
Oh,
he's having a real solid basketball season to this point as well. So it's 21-17. Chestnut Ridge called the timeout. They've got the basketball. 6:52, 6:51 in the second quarter. The clock is moving. The Crushers are playing half-court man-to-man. Page has drawn Wysong, and to this point he's done a pretty solid job with it. Wysong probably the best scorer on the floor.
Yes, he is. And Brady's doing a really nice job.
Ooh, we almost got that one.
That's a forced shot, but that's good for us because, you can frustrate some scores at times. Nice job, Brady.
Oh, Page goes to the basket, and they call a jump ball, and I believe that's going to go to Ridge.
Yes, it is. But I'll tell you what, again, attack the basket. Attack the basket and make them play you off the dribble. Nice step in by Maddox Lockhart there.
Nice defense right there by Page. Knocks it away. Gallucci's taking it the whole way to the basket. He gets tied up. Well, no, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a hold on Chestnut Ridge, I believe.
And my fault. That was Adam Rakowski that stepped in there on Wysong. And that's a great team defense on that last possession by Chestnut Ridge.
I believe the foul was on number
30.
That's Brody Hawkovich.
Right.
And the Crushers are able to drain another one, and they cut the lead to 21-19. And the Crushers are back in this thing. And the Crusher defense is doing some good work right now.
Nice job by Zazadny.
Zazadny blocks the shot, gets the rebound. Page to Radkowski. Radkowski up the floor. It's off the mark. Rebound, Chestnut Ridge. Wysong slows it down, brings it across half court. And number 23 for Chestnut Ridge knocks down the three. That's Isaiah Crocker, and it's back to a 5-point lead for Ridge.
I think that's his second three, Ralph. Now that's it. Good possession here. Get a good shot.
I don't know if you pass
Nice
up that
job.
three-pointer. Gallucci drives the lane. He can't get it to drop, but Zazadny gets the rebound and puts it in. And now Zazadny's picking up where he left off last night offensively and defensively on the boards, and he's getting some easy baskets inside as well. Number 11 behind the arc, and he gets it to drop. And Chestnut Ridge is hitting them. That's probably their fifth three tonight. And number 11, that's Owen Claycomb.
And the thing is, too, Ralph, is sometimes teams just shoot the ball well. There you go.
Wow, they get it into Zazadny. He gets fouled. He's going to go to the line shooting two. Now, Zazadny, do we have any stats? What kind of free throw shooter is Zazadny?
I'll tell you what, Ralph. Eli, as far as the free throws go, Eli, he's working on it.
He's 54% from the line.
Yeah, and he,
Oh, man. That wasn't on the mark, was it?
He shoots like a football player at times. So sometimes he'll shoot like a defensive end, and other times
smoother.
He'll shoot like a center in basketball.
He can't get either one to drop. 27-21 Chestnut Ridge. They almost throw it away. Coach Fowl looking for the call, but he doesn't get it. And now we get a foul. And Chestnut Ridge is going to shoot two. I believe Wysong is going to go to the line. And Schmidt on the foul for the Crushers.
Wysong has a very quick first step, and he got to the baseline. He had some room.
He hits the first.
And he took it to the line, and like I said, when you attack, good things seem to happen.
Coach, this has nothing to do with the game, but I see some guys wearing the long white stocking on one leg and on the other leg. What's the story? Is that just a fashion statement or what?
I guess it depends who you ask, Ralph. I don't particularly like it.
Gets them both.
But you know what? There was an old-time coach that once told me, whatever makes you play like a warrior. So if that makes him play like a warrior, have at it.
I'm with you, brother. I hear you. Chestnut Ridge brings a 6-2 record into this contest. The Crushers are 4-3.
Well, they read it. Nick.
Yeah, we just can't throw the basketball away like that. That doesn't help our cause.
Nick thought Lorenzo Smith was going to come out, and Lorenzo Smith went in, and he tossed it over his head. Nice play.
Now, you got to appreciate the hustle by Nick Dressick. You really do. He plays hard all the time. I just hope that as the season goes on, he finds consistency.
Exactly, and I'll tell you what, though, he does play hard. He played hard on the football field. You can't take that for granted what he just did, diving on the floor for a loose basketball. Oh, he got lost.
Oh, boy. Chestnut Ridge's defense is, harassing defense is hurting us a bit.
Yeah, and again, nice play by Andrew.
Oh, Galucci goes to the hole, gets the layup, go hard to the basket, right? You get fouled, you're going to go for a conventional three-point play. It's 31-23, Chestnut Ridge in the lead with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left before halftime.
And what people may not have seen there is on that drive, Eli Zazadny used his big body, and it's not set a pick, but he screened the defender away, and he had to reach over Eli and hit the hands on the way up, and that's how he got the possibility of the conversion of the three-point play.
31-24, pressure's down 7. Hey, they're hanging in this thing. Chestnut Ridge is led most of the way.
Mr. Energy's back in the game, Brady Page.
Now we got people falling all over the floor, people looking for fouls. I believe that was 2 guys who tripped over each other. There's no foul there. Good, no call by the officials.
That's right, but I'll tell you what, it was the hustle by Brady Page that made Weissel rush. He tripped, I think, over his own player, and a lot of that credit goes to Brady Page.
Nick just gets Chestnut Ridge off and running here. We can't get a score here, and they're going to get fouled. And Zazadny gets the foul, number 5, and I believe number 11 for Chestnut Ridge is going to go to the foul line. That's Owen Claycomb.
The only problem I have with that call, I think from here it was a foul, but the only problem I had, it was a late whistle. It almost looked like the referee was waiting to see if the shot went in. And since it didn't, he blew the whistle. But again, I'm not down there, so I can't say for sure what he was thinking.
He misses the first. 3:11 left before the half. 31-24 Chestnut Ridge. In this Rotary Tournament Championship game, Galucci gets the rebound. I thought that was double dribble there for a second.
I actually did too. But I will tell you this, we've got to take advantage of this. Even though it's the first half, missed 2 free throws. That's an empty possession for them. Let's get a good shot.
Galucci taking it to the hole.
There you go.
Oh, and Zazadny gets the rebound, and he goes up, and he's going to get fouled, and Zazadny's going to shoot 2. We need to convert these free throws here.
Yeah, you can't have empty possessions. I mean, I always say you can't win a game in the first or second quarter, but you can lose a game in the first or second quarter. And, people forget the missed free throws, the missed layups, things like that. You have to take advantage of it. Attaboy, Eli.
Zazadny hits the first, cuts the lead to 6. Redkowski going to check back into the basketball game. He gets 1 of 2. Lorenzo Smith gets the rebound, and he gets fouled. Lorenzo Smith playing tough inside there, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And I don't want to be redundant, but hit the free throws, and you're right back in the basketball game.
Exactly right. And I'll tell you what, he showed some toughness there because he's 5'10". He's a freshman. And
he gets the first to drop.
And he goes in there with very experienced, strong kids, pulls down the rebound, goes up, gets fouled, hits the first free throw. Good job by the freshman.
Misses the second, but
nice
we get
hustle.
1. Good hustle by Zazadny. And Coach Fowl gets a timeout with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. How about we go to a message from the Friends of the Crusher Sports Network.
Are you looking for the best part-time job in Cambria and Somerset County? Join the McElwain team. Our bus lines serve local school districts, including Greater Johnstown, Westmont, Connemara Town, Forest Hills, Central City, Lynn Brothers Valley, and Somerset area. This extremely rewarding part-time job provides great supplemental income. As a McElwain team member, you will enjoy clean, new equipment, as well as holidays, weekends, and summers off. Apply online today or call 812-8194.
And we're back on the CSN, and the Crushers are in their half-court offense. They get into Zadney. He gets a basket, 31-28. We cut it by 3. Great timeout by Coach Fowl to just get the team settled down, and we convert that play, and that's big in the big scheme of things. Page hustling like crazy. Oh, the Crushers lose number 23, and he gets a backdoor play on us, and that's Isaiah Crocker, and it's 33-28 Chestnut Ridge. And now Crocker's able to get the steal, and Chestnut Ridge coming back the other way. And Page is going to get called on a hold there.
That's not a bad foul.
Not a bad foul. It's only our third team foul. It wasn't a shooting foul. Ridge is going to get it out underneath their basket. Wysong taking it out. Now, Coach, like Wysong, one of the top scorers, he takes it out of bounds. I would assume there are plays back to him once he gets back in play.
Oh, absolutely. The good thing about your quote-unquote best shooter or best player taking the ball out of bounds is you can pick for him as he's coming back in. So, and he can go any direction, whether it's the weak side, away from the ball, and then they reverse it, or strong side where the ball's at. So, yeah, and plus he's probably their most experienced player as well.
Crushers taking it out of bounds. Chestnut Ridge is just pushing out that pressure. They've got almost full court pressure going on right now. And the Crushers a little inconsistent in handling that pressure.
I'm surprised that it's bothering us so bad.
Well, that was just a crazy flurry right there. And number 23 gets another basket, 35-28. We just couldn't get our hands on the ball.
And that's what happens. We make a run, and then all of a sudden they come back and we have a couple turnovers.
Page shoots the 3. It's off the mark. Radkowski tried to shoot it, decided to get rid of it. He's called for a travel. It's 35-28 Chestnut Ridge, 1 minute and 20 seconds before halftime. Our halftime guest will be Chad Minipo, the head girls basketball coach here at Wimber and a long-time supporter of this Rotary tournament. He's going to give us a little bit of history on the Rotary tournament.
Chad does a nice job with the Wimber girls program.
No doubt. And Ridge throws it away, and this gives the Crushers another opportunity here.
That was a nice job by Maddox Lockhart there. He stepped in, helped defensively, and that made that created the turnover.
Well, now I don't know what we got here. I have no idea. 11 and 11 for both schools are going after each other, and number 11, Nick Dressick, ends up on the floor, and the foul's going to go against Chestnut Ridge. And should we not be shooting 2?
Yes, they're shooting 2.
Yeah.
That's not player control.
So Dressick should be shooting 2, correct?
Yeah, it's not player control. He should be shooting the foul shot. But Coach Fowle's asking him, but why?
Why wasn't it a technical? Because correct. It was a technical on the other end against Dressick. Same situation.
That's correct. The referee read it as it was a push in the form of a play. And, that's a judgment call. You can't argue it because it is a judgment call. Coach Fowle got an explanation whether he liked it or not.
And Dressick got an Academy Award.
Yes, he did.
Did a heck of a job drawing that foul.
Yeah. He has to make his foul shots.
Missed the first. Yeah, we're down in the last foul shots we've shot. I believe that we're 2 for 6.
And that, like I said, you can't win a game in the second or first quarter, but you can lose, and that's big. That's big. And I'll be honest with you, McCourt's not a bad foul shooting team. That's the problem.
He gets the second, 35-29.
And maybe that'll get him going too, because he's a streaky shooter. When he's on, buddy, he can light him up from deep. And I tell our shooters all the time, you know what? If you're struggling, get to the foul line because that gives you some rhythm.
Now Gallucci's back covering Wysong. What a great play by Zazadny.
Oh,
that
he
went
missed
off
it.
the head of the Chestnut Ridge player,
They're
number
gonna change it.
23.
They're going to change it, Rob.
That's going to be Bishop McCourt's basketball.
Yeah.
Coach Fowl was right on top of that, baby.
And honestly, where the referee was, he couldn't see it,
But
and they had a better angle out here. Yes, it bounced right off his head. That's a good job by the referees.
They get it into Gallucci. Gallucci's going to take it the whole way, and he got fouled before he walked, and he's going to go to the line and shoot two with 45.7 seconds on the clock before the half.
I like the aggressiveness Ange is showing, going to the basket. He missed a couple outside shots, but he's doing what he has to do. He's getting to the foul line. You just have to convert.
Hits the first, 35-30. Chestnut Ridge up by 5. Both coaches getting some of their starters a little bit of a rest here as we get close to the second half.
Now, of course, I'm more familiar with McCort than I am with Chestnut Ridge, but I really like Coach Fowle's substitution pattern. He's bringing Page in. He brought in Lorenzo Smith. He brought in Maddox Lockhart, and they are getting things done on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, they're saying the Chestnut Ridge knocked it out of bounds, and the Ridge fans are not buying that, just so you know.
Referees are closer than we are, Ron.
I hear you, brother. Get it into. That's off the mark.
I don't know if that's
Page hustles, but I think Page is going to get called for a foul against Wysong, okay?
I'm not sure that Coach Fowle wanted that shot, but you know what? He thought he was open. He thought he could make it. And if you shoot with confidence, shoot the ball. I never will tell a player to not shoot the ball. I might just tell him to take a different shot.
Well, I don't see my buddy Chad Manippo anywhere. I hope he's here and we can rustle him up as he's our halftime guest. And that's off of, that's going to be off of, they're going to say that, that was off of Zazadny.
Right.
Yes, good call by the official.
Lorenzo Smith did a nice job there in the post. The young man from Chestnut Ridge tried to post
and you
him
know,
up.
the tempo of this game, it's not easy to officiate those kind of basketball games. Zazadny with another block.
They do not have an answer for Eli underneath. Not many people do.
From the corner, now we got the shot doesn't go. Loggard shot from the corner, and now on the rebound, we foul, and now they're going to go. Is this our 15? Yeah. So they're going to shoot two. This is our 15 foul. The second on number 5, Zazadny.
Coach Fowle and I both saw that the same way. I'm not a big fan of that call right there.
He makes the first, 36-30.
Eli's a big body. He went up and somebody bounced off of him. His hands were above his head, and they called a foul. Yeah, Coach Fowle and I saw it the same way. And oh my, they called it no. And it was out of his hand before the buzzer. I'm sorry. That is a basket.
Well, at the half, Chestnut Ridge 37, Bishop McCort 30, and it's been a hard-fought game. And Coach Fowle is not happy with that call. I can tell you that right now. The fans on both ends of the floor here are coming alive. And we're going to take a break and get a message from the friends of the Crusher Sports Network. Our friend Chad Manippo is going to come right in here, and he's going to talk to us here, and we're going to talk to him here at halftime.
From start to finish, you'll work with the same person with no transitions or turnovers. Upfront pricing. All of our vehicles are clearly marked with their best upfront price. Commission-free sales team. Our salespeople are not paid on the price you pay. Our team works for you, not a commission. Transparency in everything we do. Buy with confidence, drive with confidence. Thomas Automotive.
Hey, we're back on the CSN, the Crusher Sports Network, the Dream Team, the Stream Team, and of course our halftime guest, none other than Chad Manippo. And Chad, welcome to the stream, my brother.
Thank you for having me, Mr. DeMarco.
Well, you don't got to call me Mr. DeMarco. You got all A's in my class, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah. Some people said that I was a little biased, but I think you earned those, Chad.
Yes, we'll say I did. Absolutely.
We're going to say you earned all those A's, right, brother? Well, Chad Manippo is the girls' varsity basketball coach here at Wimber, and he has been involved in this tournament, been part of it, understands it probably more than most people in Wimber. The 64th Rotary Tournament. Chad, how does that strike you? The longest continuous run tournament in the state of PA.
Well, I think it's something here at Wimber that we take a lot of pride in, to be able to, carry on that tradition for so long, for 64 years. Obviously, that brings a lot of tradition, a lot of great memories, a lot of great basketball games, and great basketball players and coaches that have been involved with the Rotary Tournament over those years.
Well, Chad, 64 years. Me personally, I can go back to Alex Rich running the tournament. Can you go back any further than that?
Not any further than that. I do recall Kermit Olson running the tournament for a few years. And then obviously my dad took over probably in the mid-'80s, I think I would say. It was probably the mid-'80s that he took over as the tournament director, and then ran the tournament there for as long as I could remember there, through probably the 90s and then into the late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, you were a youngster when your dad was running the tournament, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And I talked to you from the middle of the summer till November. I must have talked to him 5 times a week just to be sure we had teams right and all that kind of stuff. He did a great job running the tournament. Any memories, any memories or 2 memories that bring you back when your dad ran the tournament?
Oh yeah, too many memories. I mean, when most people think about Christmas time, they think about gatherings with their family, getting together with families and family members and friends. When I think of Christmas memories, I think of the Wimber Rotary Tournament. Growing up as a kid, I knew that when it was Christmas vacation time, it was Rotary time. And I can remember those couple of days leading up to the Rotary Tournament, just helping my dad with odds and ends stuff, getting the programs organized, getting the basketballs together, because they always gave away basketballs at halftime of the games. I remember that. Going to Byron and Wimber and getting oranges for the basketball players. I mean, just so many memories. I can remember coming out here early before all the teams were here and just shooting around as my dad got everything ready for the first games each night. Traditionally, we'd always get my dad a sweater, a blue and white sweater, because we knew he would wear it to the Rotary Tournament that weekend. So just too many memories. When you think about Christmas, I think about the Rotary Tournament. That's where it's at for me.
Now, you played in the Rotary Tournament. Mike Rodriguez was the head basketball coach then. Any player memories from playing in the tournament? Anything you could share with us?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of good memories. A couple bad memories from playing in the tournament as well. As I was my sophomore and junior years, we won the Rotary Tournament championship those years. We beat, in fact, a good Conemaugh Valley team that year, in my junior year, in the Rotary Tournament for the championship. And then the not so good memory is losing on the last second bucket to Central of Martinsburg my senior year. So I learned the hard way that foul shots and layups win the games. So I had to learn the hard way that one. But a lot of good memories though overall. Just a lot of memories of being a packed house here at Wimber Gymnasium, and very exciting games. A lot of those games always came down, especially championship games, come down to a couple possessions there at the end of the game. So just very good memories of that.
Well, I got a lot of good memories too, but my biggest memory is taking care of 200 students over there in the student student section, and they were a rambunctious bunch there, the Legion of Doom, as they are called even to this day. Okay. Now, Chad, before we say our goodbyes here at the half of the tournament, do you have any shout-outs? Is there anybody that you want to say Happy New Year to or anything like that?
Well, yeah, I'd like to shout out to Rambler Nation. Appreciate them coming out and supporting the Rotary Tournament this year. Appreciate everybody at Bishop McCort for coming out and broadcasting the game, the championship game here. Want to say Happy New Year to everybody there at Bishop McCort. Want to say Happy New Year to my good friend there, Coach Price. We had a good battle there today up at Richland High School. Good game back and forth. He's got a good team there. Wish him all the best moving forward with the new year as well.
Well, Chad Manippo, former student, great friend, I want to thank you for joining us on the Crusher Sports Network. You're on the dream team now. You're on the stream, man. You're part of the dream.
I'm
okay?
open. I'm ready to sign my contract. There's one other person I'd like to give
Don't get excited, okay? There's not any contract.
One other person I'd like to give a shout-out quick to is that's Coach Hahn at Bishop McCort Lady Crushers. Always have had a lot of respect for him, so I hope he's doing well, and I hope he continues to have a good season as well.
Well, my friend, God bless you. Thanks for joining us at the half and giving us, a little bit of history of the Wimber Rotary Tournament, the 64th annual tournament. And God bless, my friend, and Happy New Year.
You too, Ralph. Thank you.
God bless. And with that, how about we take a time out and get a message from friends of the Crusher Sports Network.
Experience the difference at First Summit Bank. Open a First Perks checking account today. With First Perks Checking, you can choose the account that's right for you and start saving money on things you're already paying for. Perks include roadside assistance, available 24/7 to give you peace of mind while on the road. Phone broken or stolen? You're covered with repair or replacement with cell phone protection. First Summit Bank, connecting you to more than just your money.
Martella's family-owned pharmacy has been caring for you and about you since 1964. With 6 convenient locations, we're always here for you, providing personalized service that goes above and beyond. Martella's offers a wide range of services from free prescription delivery to being the only regional pharmacy to offer Medipack, organizing your medications in easy to tear off packets. Martella's, caring for you and about you since 1960.
And we're back on the CSN, the Crusher Sports Network. Coach Price, so I'm going to put you in the locker room. You're the head coach at Bishop McCort. What are you telling your guys at the half?
I'm going to tell them, guys, we haven't shot well. We've turned the ball over way too many times. Some of them even were unforced. And we're down 7. Okay, so if we clean up 2 things, finish, make our foul shots, okay? So that's one thing. Make your shots, okay? And the second thing is take care of the basketball. If you do those 2 things, you have a shot to win this game. As far as Chestnut Ridge, keep the pressure on. Keep pressuring the ball and keep cutting off passing lanes and run the court. Run our offense. Everything goes through Wysong, which it should. Keep doing what we're doing. Now, I think Chestnut Ridge has to do a better job in the paint, on the glass, on the defensive end. I think they're doing a really good job on the offensive end, but they're giving McCort way too many second chances, but it's really, really tough with Zazadny and Schmidt down underneath. We definitely have an advantage with that.
Well, Coach, thank you for your perspective as we are going to start this second half. Chestnut Ridge is going to get the basketball, and they'll be shooting right in front of their bench, as well as McCort will be shooting at the basket in front of their bench as well. And here comes my wife, Maria. God bless you. How you doing, Maria?
How are you doing?
Good to see you, girl.
All right, let's
How about that message, Coach?
Hey,
win the game.
Listen.
No pleasantries or nothing. Win the game. Okay?
That's right. Well, let me tell you.
That's a coach's wife right there.
During halftime, my wife was sending me texts about what McCort should do too. So listen, those two got it figured out.
Yeah, God bless them.
Nice play by Isaiah Crocker.
39-30, Chestnut Ridge. They extend their lead to start the second half, and there's just people all over the floor. And he tries a little reverse layup, and Zazadny's hustling the floor, and Zazadny gets the rebound. And I believe that we're going to have a foul on Chestnut Ridge. Is that – what did they call, Coach?
Yeah, they called a hold. Eli went down, had two hands on the ball, and they tried to reach around him.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I think they called it on Zazadny.
No, we have the ball.
No, we got the ball. Yeah, I'm going to miss what happened there because I didn't see an official come to the scorer's table to give the number.
Know what? That's a good question. I don't know what exactly happened there. Oh.
Wow. And Chestnut Ridge extends the lead to 41-30.
What's happening, Ralph, is they're getting to what we call all 50-50 balls. When that ball's loose, Chestnut Ridge is beating us to the ball.
Now Zazadny gets a rebound, gets it out to Galucci. Zazadny playing his heart out here tonight. All the Crushers are, and all the kids at Ridge are as well.
And you can tell Eli's a defensive end because he's playing – that was a very athletic play. Offensive tackles.
The old defensive end, huh? There's Schmidt down low, gets a basketball. And we get the three-pointer, and we get it.
Let's hope that fires him up.
Nick Dressick gets the three, and it's 41-33. 6:31 on a moving clock in the third quarter here at the Wimber Rotary Tournament Championship game.
I'd like to see Dressick get hot, Ralph, believe me.
I'd like to see somebody get hot.
Yep. Nice play.
We might have got away with one there, but we'll take it.
But I'll tell you what, Brent Schmidt did not give up on the play, just like he didn't give up on that one.
Just like he didn't give up there.
Exactly. That is a great series of events there.
And Schmidt can go to the line for the conventional three-pointer.
He made a terrific play down here on the defensive end and ran the court and beat Chestnut Ridge down, got the offensive rebound, and put it back. Nice job.
He misses the second. 41-35. Ridge up by 6.
We've got to break this 6-point barrier. It's been six or more for a long, long time.
Wow. That was a bit of a crazy shot by Weissel.
Yeah, that was a forced shot right there.
Number 13, they're going to get him on a walk.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Yeah, they're going to get the turnover. The basket doesn't count, and the Crushers are going to take it out.
You can take those 2 steps, but when you hop, take 2 steps, they're going to call it every time.
Page in for Radkowski.
Well, he brought a lot of energy in the first half.
Schmidt. Dressick fires up a long 3. That was an NBA 3. And we lose the basketball, and the Chestnut Ridge is back in control.
I know Nick wants to get going, but I think that was a
little long, wasn't it?
We call that a logo 3.
Okay. They catch Weissel going to the hole. He can't get it to drop, and now the Crushers are off and running. Dressick taking it to the hole. He finds Page in the corner. Page goes to the basket. He tries a reverse drop. Schmidt gets the rebound, and now it's 41-37. The Crushers cut it to 4. Back in this thing, Coach Price.
Yep. Again, take advantage of what we have, and that's the matchups underneath. Nice pass.
Now we're going to get a foul on Bishop McCort, and number 23 for Chestnut Ridge is going to go to the line shooting 2, and that's Isaiah Crocker. And the foul is on number 10 for Bishop McCort, and that's Brady Page. I believe that's his 3rd.
We have to watch that. What they did is they drove to the hoop. They brought the help defender over. He dumped it down to the block to Crocker, and Brady just reached out.
I'll tell you what, and I don't have all the stats in front of me, but the difference in this basketball game is everything being equal, Chestnut Ridge has hit more free throws than we have.
No question about it, Ralph.
43-39. Crushers cut it to 4.
Schmidt again underneath.
Everybody throwing up a lot of crazy shots, Coach.
Well, and the other thing that's happening, too, is we're literally too far under the basket for the rebound. If you see where Eli was there.
Wow. The Crushers played great defense there, but Chestnut Ridge had 4 shots.
Exactly, because we're too far under the basket. Nick tried to force that a little bit.
And Gallucci gets the steal. It's getting a little helter-skelter here. That's off the mark. Ridge gets the rebound. Number 41 for Chestnut Ridge gets a big rebound for them, and that's Caden Hinson.
Yeah, this frenetic pace, I honestly don't know who has the advantage of that. If you're scoring off this pace, that's great, but neither team is scoring.
And I think for the fans who are watching the game, it doesn't look fundamentally sound, but both teams are getting up and down the floor playing their hearts out.
Well,
okay?
and if you play man defense, and if you play hard man defense, this is the type of game you're going to have, because you got 10 athletic kids on the court that take up a lot of space, and this is what's going to happen.
And we're going to take a timeout for a message from friends of the Crusher Sports Network.
For me, being a part of the 6 News team, it's a privilege. It's a responsibility not only to our viewers, but to those who came before us. Always showing up, following leads, getting both sides of the story. It's the foundation of 6 News, knowing we delivered on our promise to you. Coverage you can count on. I'm Jen Johnson. Thanks for choosing 6 News, and thank you for celebrating 75 years of WJCTV with us.
And we're back on the CSN Crusher Sports Network. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Chestnut Ridge 43. Our Crushers 39 here at the championship game of the Wimber Rotary Tournament. Page brings it up the floor. Ridge, they look like they're playing man-to-man all over the floor. And we're going to get an offensive foul here. And Coach Fowl he's telling Gallucci, you just can't force it through people.
Well, and again, I like going to the hoop, but that's what I was telling you before. When it's one-on-one attack, when they step in, then you have to kick out. And Ants just kept the ball one dribble too long on that one.
I tell you what, the Crushers have been doing a pretty decent job on Wysong. Haven't heard much from him here in this third quarter.
Since the first 6 minutes of the game.
There you go, yeah.
Brady Page come in, you had energy, and when he's out, Angelo Gallucci. There you go. That's what you want to do. Set things up.
Schmidt can't get it to drop, and now Chestnut Ridge is off and running. And they're going to get the easy layup, and now they're back to a 6-point lead, 45-39. 2:39 and the clock moving. Sorry, Coach.
No, that's okay, buddy. You just got to put a string together, and we just can't break that 4 or 6 point barrier. Again, you talked about consistency and everything like that you would like to see them play more consistently. And that's what's happening in this game. It's a microcosm of their season.
Wow. Now what do we got? Oh, we got a foul on White 41. That's the third team foul for Ridge in this quarter. That's number 41's second foul, and that's Caden Hinson. And the Crushers will take the ball out underneath their offensive basket.
And I'll be honest with you, Ralph. Caden Hinson's doing everything he can to guard Eli Zadney, and that time he grabbed him.
Gallucci from the corner. He can't get it to drop, but Schmidt follows it up And
great job.
45-41, Crushers down 4.
All right, let's get a stop.
Schmidt really taking it to another level here in the third quarter.
Yes, he is. And you can tell he has some hop to his step on defense, too. Nice
now
job,
here we go.
Brady Page.
Gallucci, and he gets it to drop, and the Crushers are down 2.
That play was made by Brady Page.
45-43.
That ball barely touched his hand, and it was out to Angelo Gallucci, who showed great hustle and athleticism running the court.
If I'm Chestnut Ridge, I got to figure out a way to get Wysong on track here.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm telling you right now, it's really tough when you got somebody as athletic and as full of energy as Brady Page. And like I said, when he goes out, then you have arguably your 2 best defenders because you got Angelo Gallucci guarding him.
That's the 3rd foul on Zadny. He's going to have to sit a little bit.
And honestly, I think Eli would want that back. It was a foul, but that wasn't a great foul.
Chestnut Ridge showing some patience here. Ridge having a rough time getting the ball to drop here in the third quarter. And now we got a jump ball, and that's going to go to Bishop McCort.
Yes. That play was made, another one, by Brent Schmidt. He tipped the ball to Brady Page. He couldn't get the rebound himself. He tipped it to Brady. Brady got the tie-up, but it's McCourt's ball.
Chestnut Ridge extending their pressure. Wysong hustling. What a hustle play by Wysong. You got to give credit where credit is due there. 41 inside for Ridge. It won't go. And Schmidt gets the rebound, and he's going to be fouled. Now, and that's going to be the 4th team foul on Chestnut Ridge.
As good as that play was made by Wysong down here, diving for the ball and everything like that, that wasn't a great foul there.
Fouls on Wysong, and that's his 2nd.
That wasn't a great foul because he's they're under his own basket. They have the ball, and he slapped at it.
Now we got an offensive foul on Brady Page, and I got to believe Wysong just won an Academy Award there.
There's a new rule this year that's called a flop rule. That's a violation against the defender. And
we've seen at least 3 flops today.
Brady Page is a strong kid, but
that's Brady's 4th foul.
And that's a tough one.
And Coach Fowl, I think he's going to bring Locker back in the game for Page. That's what it looks like anyway.
And then what'll happen probably is Gallucci will be matched up with Wysong.
Number 30 for Chestnut Ridge from the corner. It won't drop. Let's see if Page gets the rebound.
But you see that, Rob? Angelo was under the basket.
Now we got to travel. Go ahead, finish your thought.
Long shots mean long rebounds. And I always tell my kids the only thing you're good for when you're standing under the basket after a shot is taken is if it goes in, you can take the ball out of it.
You got to find bodies and box them out away from the basket.
I tell my players all the time, if you see that volleyball line right down there, you want to get the opposing team outside of that volleyball line.
Now we got Lorenzo Smith steps on the line. So it's a turnover. Ridge has the basketball up by 2 with 34.8 seconds left in the third quarter.
Ralph, the key is here. I know we have 35, 34 and counting to go, but we're in striking distance. And
my gosh, yes.
That's where we wanted to be going into the fourth quarter.
Well, we've obviously won this third quarter at this time, in this moment. Ridge looking for that last shot.
You know what I like is they have Dressick.
They threw it. Oh, Wysong. Schmidt's going to the hole. He gets fouled. It won't drop. 45-43. I believe that Schmidt's going to go to the line and shoot 2 with 8.9 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. Chestnut Ridge 45. Your Crushers 43.
I'll tell you what, Ralph, we've given Brady Page and Angelo Gallucci props and well-deserved props in guarding Justin Wysong. I'm telling you, on that last possession, Nick Dressick was, as we say, in his shirt because Wysong was heavily guarded by Dressick, and Nick did a really, really nice job.
So we missed the first one.
Yeah, again.
Free throws.
Yep.
Schmidt for the second one. He gets it to drop and cuts Chestnut Ridge's lead to 1. 8.9 seconds. Bishop McCort find their man. They're going to play tight man-to-man. Wysong goes. It's a turnover. Gallucci's going to fire it up. It's off the front of the rim. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Chestnut Ridge 45. Your Bishop McCort Crushers 44. And how about the 4Bs? Let's talk a little bit about campus ministry here. Belonging, becoming, believing, and beyonding. Father Crookston was the halftime guest yesterday, and we talked a lot about this. But Mrs. Rivetti does an outstanding job with campus ministry. Father Crookston is the priest, the deacon for Bishop McCort Campus Ministry, Chris Schumacher, Dylan Dorian, Morgan Casto, Tim Hornick, Mike Bako, the entire school and an administrative team are all part of campus ministry at Bishop McCort, building our faith each and every day, belonging, becoming, believing, and beyonding. So here we go, Coach.
I want to give a shout out to the same people because I'll tell you, Ralph, they do a wonderful job at Bishop McCort, led by Tom Smith and his staff. It's a pleasure to show up there every day, and I'm so proud to be back in the Crusher organization.
Well, we're glad that you're here tonight, Coach, and with that, I'm going to give a shout-out to my good buddy Jeannie, who you're sitting in for this evening, and God bless her and hope she's doing well this evening. And also a little shout-out to Sunshine Jill. No weather in the gym, but what a great weather gal she is for the streams. And God bless Jeannie and Sunshine Jill.
Absolutely. And, Jeannie, I'm just keeping your seat warm, so we're looking forward to having you back.
Now we're going back and forth. And number 11 gets the easy layup, and now it's a 3-point lead for Chestnut Ridge. We find Schmidt on the other end, and he can't make it drop. And now we got a foul, and we got people, oh my gosh, we got technical fouls on two guys.
No.
I don't know about that. That seems a little bit of an overreaction, don't you think? They're just playing hard out there.
It is, and you know what? You get in between them, you separate them, and you don't do that because if that's the case, that's Zadney's 5th foul, and that's not how you want to take a kid out of a game. All that is the referee took over in that moment, and I don't like that.
Oh boy, here we go. So we had a technical foul on Bishop McCort and Chestnut Ridge,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And then there was a foul.
A personal foul, correct.
And so
but
I don't think anybody knows what's going on here, to tell you the truth.
I'll be honest with you, Ralph. I don't like to criticize. That was not the right call by that official.
I think that he wants to keep the game under control, but there's better ways to do it.
But here's the thing. If you call that in the first quarter, okay, you're trying to take control of the game. I got it. You call it in the fourth quarter when they've been battling all game long. I just think you separate it. You warn the kids, and then you move on.
There's no shooting here? Nobody
again, no, because it says it's double technical.
Okay.
I thought maybe that they would give Eli his 5th foul, but they did not. So
after all that, Chestnut Ridge is up 3, 47-44, and the ball's going to stay on Chestnut Ridge's end of the floor on their offensive end. Good hustle by the Crushers, but they couldn't save it.
Yep. They've picked up the defensive intensity. They just have to roll that over to convert on offense.
7 minutes and 15 seconds. The clock is moving here in the fourth quarter in this championship game of the Rotary Tournament. And an unforced error by Chestnut Ridge, but Bishop McCort will take it down 3.
I'll tell you what, Nick Dressick picked up right where Angelo Gallucci and Brady Page stopped. He's frustrating Wysong.
It's been a long drought for Wysong. I hope it stays that way. We got another jump ball, I'm going to think.
The only thing that I don't like, and I'm not sure
Coach it's going to go to McCort.
That I don't think Coach Files happy is we're starting our offense out by the logo. We want to get in a little deeper. And I know Ange stopped there. He should have come out further, but I like to start your offense a little deeper. I like the patience the Crushers are showing. I really do.
I think at some point in time, he's going to bring Page back even with 4 fouls, right? Dresic hits the 3, and we're all tied here at the Rotary Tournament, 47-47. The Crushers have fought back into this basketball game for sure.
Dresic has a little bit of energy in that step now, buddy.
Schmidt.
That's a tough rebound.
Tough rebound by Schmidt. Dresic's going to fire up another one. It doesn't go. Chestnut Ridge gets the rebound, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Bishop McCort, and Ridge will get the basketball.
But if you see there, okay, and I didn't like the shot selection, but that's okay. Nick, he's a streaky shooter. He could have drained that. But we're all underneath the basket. We have to back up. Schmidt challenging up top. I like it.
Now we got a foul. I'm going to see who this is on. Number 22, that would be Lorenzo Smith on the foul. He was trying to help out to stop the penetration. Now Chestnut Ridge will take it out of bounds. 5:51 left in the basketball game, all tied up at 47.
Nice job.
And Chestnut Ridge throws it away. Good defense in the corner by the Crushers.
That's right. Lorenzo Smith, he took the ball right away, put pressure on him. And Brent Schmidt, with his big body, kind of got in the way. And
Schmidt has been the catalyst here in the second half,
really
don't you think?
He really has. He's done some things that don't get marked in the scorebook, getting in passing lanes, things like that. He's done a nice job. There you go. Nice kick out, Ange. Again, that's a good shot. I mean, you penetrate, you kick out, you have an open look, you take the shot. Nice job, Lorenzo Smith again.
I don't know about that, but
too many bodies in my way, Ralph. I couldn't see it. And you know me, I always think referees are right.
Now, see, you're not going to get away with that all the time. You know, we bumped into number
right.
2 and made it look like a foul. Like you said, overacting can get
That's
you
right.
with the
That's
new rule.
Exactly right. All right, here we go. Let's get a good set. Nice job. Oh, I think he should have kept going, but that's okay.
It looked like, and the Crushers go ahead, Gallucci. It looked like they moved everybody,
right.
and they chased us.
That's right.
All to the side, and it was wide open. It was a
Exactly.
great play to isolate Gallucci. Crushers up 49-47. Number 11 for Chestnut Ridge from the arc, and he hits it, and it's 50-49. Chestnut Ridge. We got us a Donnybrook here, brother.
there
and Claycomb hits that 3 for Chestnut Ridge. Dresic goes to the hole, can't make it. Thought he got fouled, but that did not happen, and now Ridge has the basketball. Coach Jones imploring his guys.
Now, what we have to watch, too, is the fourth quarter is half over.
Good defense by Gallucci.
Yes,
we get the basketball.
And Chestnut Ridge only has 1 team foul. McCort has 3.
That could be a factor down the stretch. Dresic hits another 3, and the Crushers are up 52-50.
Again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but if he gets going, he's dangerous. He can hit logo threes.
A great block by Schmidt.
That's backcourt. Yeah,
and it's backcourt against Chestnut Ridge. It'll be McCourt's basketball. And you know what? I used the term in football, but we got us a Donnybrook here, buddy. And we've got a timeout by, I believe, Chestnut Ridge. And a lot of excitement on the Bishop McCort bench. They fought back into this thing to take a 2-point lead. Hey, how about we take a timeout? and listen to our friends from the Crusher Sports Network.
Are you looking for the best part-time job in Cambria and Somerset County? Join the McCort team. Our bus lines serve local school districts, including Greater Johnstown, West Top, Conship, Forks, Shea City, Burles Valley, Somerset area. This extremely rewarding part-time job provides great supplemental income. As a McCort team member, you will enjoy clean, new equipment, as well as holidays, weekends, and summers off. Apply online today or call 812-288-194.
And we're back on the Crusher Sports Network. And Dressick hits another one, and it's 54-50. Crushers, they're up by 4.
Great call by the McCort coaching staff out of a timeout. Nothing like having a timeout, setting up an out-of-bounds play, and getting a layup out of it.
Chestnut Ridge having a tough time finding open shots now. Now we foul. Now that's going to be our 4th team foul.
And I don't like that foul, Ralph, only because we didn't move our feet. We didn't slide. We reached. And especially in the fourth quarter. Nice job by Nick Dressick. He's taking over, Ralph.
56-50.
Dressick taking over offensively and defensively. Nice job, Brent Schmidt.
Chestnut Ridge can't buy a basket right now. The Crushers are up 6, 56-50. And Dressick's going to go to the foul line. No, I don't think, it's not a shooting foul. It's going to be Chestnut Ridge's 2nd team foul. And it's on, that's number 2. It's against Wysong. We haven't heard much from him in the second half here.
No.
And the Ridge right now can't buy a basket.
Well,
2:39 left in the game. The Crushers are up 6.
The way they shot in the first half, Ralph, you'd think that they would cool off eventually.
Dressick fires up and hits another 3, and it's 59-50.
Like
Coach,
I said,
if we can hang on and win this thing, we'll talk to the crusher of the game. And right now, that's a toss-up between Schmidt and Dressick, I would have to think, huh?
Dressick, the thing about Dressick is in the fourth quarter, he's taken over.
Yes. And Redkowski gets it to drop, and the Crushers are up by 9, 61-52. And that brought a smile to Coach Fowle's face, and he's going to bring Page back in the ball game. And Chestnut Ridge hits a 3 and makes it 61-55, and Chestnut Ridge is going to take a timeout. And we're going to have a message from our friends of the Crusher Sports Network.
For over a century, Thomas Automotive has been redefining the car buying experience. One person, from start to finish, you'll work with the same person with no transitions or turnovers. Upfront pricing. All of our vehicles are clearly marked with their best upfront price. Commission-free sales team. Our salespeople are not paid on the price you pay. Our team works for you, not a commission. Transparency in everything we do. Buy with confidence, drive with confidence. Thomas Automotive.
And we're back on the CSN, the Dream Team, the Stream Team, the Crusher Sports Network. The Crushers have taken control of this game in the fourth quarter. We got to give a lot of credit to Nick Dressick and, of course, our senior Brent Schmidt. It's 61-54. The Crushers are up 7.
Ralph, one thing I want to say is we talked about that rule change with the 5 team fouls per quarter, and it starts over every quarter. It's going to come into play because here's the thing. Right now, Chestnut Ridge is down 7, but they only have 2 team fouls. So they have to foul 3 more times for the clock to stop and the Crushers to go to the foul line. But if it was the old rule, they may have 7 or 8 team fouls.
Exactly. Yeah, they would have fouls to give, so to say.
That's right.
Gallucci, he tries to get it into Schmidt. It doesn't go. It's knocked out by Chestnut Ridge. The Crushers 61, Chestnut Ridge 55. 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the basketball game.
I like Dan sharing the ball, but I wish he would have shot that one.
Crushers just need to be a little bit patient here now, right? I mean, there's no need to rush anything here.
I'm sure Coach Fowle told him.
My goodness gracious. Now we're all over the place, all over the floor. And Coach Fowle's able to get a timeout.
Good timeout.
And it's 61-55. Coach, we're going to keep it right here, Coach, okay? Your thoughts down the stretch here. Well, what's Coach Fowle telling his guys in this timeout?
Right now, what he wants to do is, hey, listen, take care of the basketball, no second shots, and honestly, with knowing him, he wants free throws or layups. If you have a wide open three, okay, but for the most part, you want free throws and layups. And on the defensive end, stay in front of them and no second chance points.
Now, how about Ridge? What are they telling his guys?
Ramp up the pressure. You know, we've created turnovers. Coach Jones, they've created turnovers all game. Let's get back to that. And then attack. You don't need a three unless that's the only shot that you have.
Pressure's taking it out under their offensive end. Throw it to nobody. Number 13 steals it for Chestnut Ridge. He's got number 11 going to the basket. Easy basket, 61-57. Chestnut Ridge is going to go full court pressure here. Matkowski dribbles and breaks the pressure. Shot from the corner is no good.
We got the offensive rebound.
Galucci gets it and lays it up at 63-57. 1:18. The clock is moving here in the fourth quarter. Behind the arc. And Ridge gets it to drop, and it's 63-60 with 1:06 seconds. The clock is moving. Galucci gets it inside to Schmidt. Schmidt gets the basket, and he's fouled. He's going to the foul line for a conventional three-point play. 65-60, the Crushers.
And I'll tell you what, Ralph, that play started with the out-of-bounds pass. We threw it over the defense. And had a 2-on-1 break, and Brett Schmidt finished with the and one.
If the Crushers can hang on and win this thing, we're going to try very hard to talk to the crusher of the game, and right now that's looking like Nick Desick.
Well, I'll tell you what, he took over. That's all I can tell you, Chris. He took over, and honestly,
now we stepped over the line, and so the violation, we're up 5 with 1:03 to go, and Big Chestnut Ridge is bringing it up the floor. Wysong going to go to the hole. Wysong is fouled. He's going to shoot 2. And this thing is far from over. 59.5 seconds left. 65 Bishop McCort. 60 Chestnut Ridge. An LHAC Classic game here in the championship of the Rotary Tournament.
And I know Brady did a nice job the whole time he was on Wysong. I would have liked to see one of our other guys step in. That's Brady's 5th foul. He did a nice job. But I would have liked to see one of our guys step in before Wysong got to the paint.
Coach Fowle letting Brady know he appreciates his effort tonight. And for our Crusher fans, future streams, all you got to do is check our electronic media, our websites, and you can find out when our next stream is. I don't believe it's going to be until mid-January, but we'll keep announcing that through our communication devices at Bishop McCort. He hits the first, 65-61, 59.5 seconds left. Wysong, he gets the second one to bounce, he gets the shooter's roll.
The key is
Chestnut Ridge is going to pressure all over the floor.
Rebound and take care of the basketball.
Zadney is now out of the game. I believe we're looking for it. Yes, exactly. Good call, Coach. Good call. Galucci gets the basketball, gets it across the half court, back to Dresick. Chestnut Ridge is going to have to foul somebody. Oh my gosh, they're trying to foul, but now Chestnut Ridge gets the steal. Number 11 goes to the basket and it drops, and he's going to go, he's fouled, he's going to go to the line and shoot one at 65-64. Bishop McCort, oh goodness gracious.
You know what? Sometimes the opposing team makes a play. I know Ange is kicking himself, but that was the perfect look, you know. And because Brent Schmidt was underneath at the block, if he gets it, he lays it in, and maybe ends the game. The defender for Chestnut Ridge made a play. He made a play.
Number 11 at the line, Owen Claycomb, going to try to tie this thing up. And it doesn't drop, and Schmidt gets the rebound. 36 seconds. Crushers trying to break the pressure of Chestnut Ridge. And there's going to be a foul. There, White trying to, was it 30?
I think it was Weissong. That's his fourth. We got away with one there, though. Don't leave your feet, Nick, whenever you're making the pass.
31 seconds left. Crushers up by 1. Coach Fowle's going to take a timeout here and talk to the troops. With that being said, how about during this timeout we take a message from the friends of the Crusher Sports Network.
Experience the difference at First Summit Bank. Open a First Perks checking account today. With First Perks Checking, you can choose the account that's right for you and start saving money on things you're already paying for. Perks include roadside assistance, available 24/7 to give you peace of mind while on the road. Phone broken or stolen? You're covered with repair or replacement with cell phone protection. First Summit Bank, connecting you to more than just your money.
And we're back on the Crusher Sports Network. Coach Fowle, what's Coach Fowle telling him? You know, with up 1.
Basically what he's telling them is now, because they have 14 fouls, they are in the 1-and-1. Now, we can't see the arrow from here, but I don't know who has the possession on the jump ball. If McCort has possession, I always would remind my players, we have possession, so don't throw it away. If they tie us up, we get the ball back. So the bottom line is take care of the basketball. We want free throws or layups.
Well, here we go. 31.6 seconds left in the game. Crushers 65, Lions 64. They get the inbound to Radkowski. Radkowski to Lockard. Lockard throws it over the top. And it's going to stay Bishop McCort's basketball as both teams hustling to try to gain possession in that flurry of activity.
You got to watch those cross-court passes. These kids are too athletic to complete that pass consistently.
We get it into Gallucci. Now they're going to put Gallucci on the foul line. I don't think Coach Jones wanted that.
I don't think he did either because, down 1, I think he could have not extended the game that quickly. Play defense, pressure the ball, and at least take it down to maybe 15 or 18 seconds.
Gallucci, the first free throw. He gets it to go. 66-64. 22 seconds left in the game. Coach Fowle working the officials. He's actually got a smile on his face there.
Hey,
God bless him.
He's having fun.
That's good. I'm glad to see that.
As a coach, these are the types of games you want because he's coaching, and this is
Gallucci hits
stuff.
And then we're up 3. Chestnut Ridge might have one shot at this thing.
Well, you didn't need a 3, but now you do.
That's off the mark. And it's going to go out of bounds to Bishop McCort. 7.3 seconds left. Coach Fowle is going to call a timeout here.
Father Crookston. Father Crookston.
Coach Fowle, a lot of activity in that huddle. Looking for his board. Coach Jones in his huddle trying to lay it out, how they can get back in this game and maybe tie it and force overtime.
Bottom line, Ralph, we have to get the ball inbounds. They're going to foul right away, and we have to make at least one foul shot.
I'm with you.
I need Father Crookston.
Coach Fowle setting up an out-of-bounds play. He doesn't want a turnover, but for whatever reason, if they get a turnover, he wants it in the back court.
1-1.
We win
I need number 11 here. Okay. Well, if the Crushers can hang on and win this thing, Nick Dresick is the crusher of the game, and we're hoping we get a chance to chat him up. Now, smart play by
Absolutely.
Lockhart getting the timeout. He couldn't get the ball into anybody. Well, Coach, what do you think?
Hey, listen, this is what high school sports are all about. And you mentioned about Coach Foul's smile and everything. I'm telling you, as a coach, win or lose, I hate losing as much as the next guy, but this is the type of game you want to coach in because you're coaching. You're not sitting there either, losing by a great margin, winning by a great margin. You actually, the blood's flowing, so to speak. It's a lot of fun to be a part of. And this game, this situation is going to help those boys come the end of February. And that's what you want. The way I preach all the time, Ralph, is I always say survive December, get better in January, and play your best basketball in February.
And win the state championship in March.
There you go. There you go.
And you know what? And I understand that we all coach teams that couldn't win state championships, but that is a goal.
Absolutely.
You have to talk to your teams about that. That's the ultimate goal in the state of Pennsylvania, win the state championship.
There's no question. And honestly, Ralph, in the state tournament, it's all about matchups. There's teams that have won the state title before. It's just because of the road that they had. All right, let's get the ball inbounds.
Well, think about Penn State's road in the playoffs, in the football playoffs. They got some good matchups.
Nice athletic play by Ange Galucci.
Now, we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Chestnut Ridge.
Ralph, you're not going to see that in the stats. Angelo Galucci caught that ball going towards the sideline, falling out of bounds, threw it to Adam Radkowski in the corner, falling out of bounds. What an athletic play by Ange Galucci.
And the officials kind of taking charge of things here. A lot of people running around. Now they're going to bring the substitutes on the floor.
All right, we need 1 out of 2 here. Because
4.4 seconds left.
If Coach Jones does not have any timeouts left, they can score. If we get 1 free throw, they could score. We don't have to take the ball in bounds.
Radkowski misses the first. Got to hit this one, young fella. Got to hit this one.
Take a breath. Remember your fundamentals and release the basketball.
He misses the second, and Chestnut Ridge calls timeout with 3.4 seconds left in the basketball game. So they're going to have to go the whole length, right?
Yeah, they'll go the whole length. Now, the key is here, you want to protect the three-point line. You do not care about the paint. If Chestnut Ridge has a player standing at the block, who cares? You take your 5 defenders and you defend the three-point line. If they drive to the basket, you let them go because a 2 does nothing for you. So Coach Fowl, I guarantee you, he's reminding them they need a 3. No fouls on the 3, but they need a 3, so you defend the three-point line. Now, 3 seconds is, I always say, it's 1 dribble per second. So you have 3 dribbles, then you have to release the basketball. The way Wysong can move, he may be at the logo.
So, how does Bishop McCort defend this situation?
I think you can deny the basketball, but you make sure that they catch it in front of you. You can deny, maybe reach a little bit. Now, there are coaches, Ralph, to be honest with you, that will let them get it in and they'll foul right away because they only get 2 foul shots. And I would not be surprised by that. I don't think it's going to happen. But because with Zazadny and Schmidt, all they have to do is rebound and miss foul shot.
And the Crushers have pushed their defense out.
Yeah.
They don't want to make it easy on Chestnut Ridge, but you don't want to, I guess if you foul somebody, that's okay in this situation.
Exactly.
So now Ridge is trying to figure it out. 2.3, 2.1, and they fire it up, and the Crushers win. The Crushers are the Wimber Rotary Tournament champions. Congratulations, Coach Fowl and the Bishop McCort Crushers.
Great job. I'll tell you what, 2 really good high school athletic basketball teams, 2 teams that could make some noise in the district playoffs in their respective districts 5 and 6.
All right, we're going to try to get number 11 up here to talk to us. He is the crusher of the game. He played an amazing fourth quarter, okay? And we're going to bring up here a young fella here, Nick Dressick. Hey, Nick, can you hear me, brother?
Yes, I can.
Hey, Nick Dressick, you're the crusher of the game, my friend. When the chips were down and we needed points and we needed defense, you did a great job in the fourth quarter. What was going through your mind when we were down?
Honestly, really, we have good coaches. They draw up good plays. I just put my faith in my coaches and my teammates. They found me, and I hit shots.
Man, I think one of those three-pointers was like NBA range.
Yeah? I'm known for those.
I appreciate his modesty here, okay? Hey, you played a great game.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. You want to give a shout-out to anybody out there in Crusher Land?
I'm speechless. I don't know. It was a good win. I don't know what to say.
It was a great
win.
Tired. Rotary Tournament champions, Nick Dressick, God bless you, my friend. And you're the crusher of the game, and we are the Rotary Tournament champions.
Yes, sir.
And the Crushers move to 5-3, and Chestnut Ridge drops to 6-3. That's actually the Crushers' second tournament championship of the year. They won the United tournament, the tip-off tournament. They come here and win the Rotary tournament, and now they're 5-3, and now you get a win over AAA. I want to look at those District 6 standings come Monday, Tuesday, see how that is. Coach, we're going to try to stick around here and see who makes the tournament team and the trophies and all that. You guys are all good with that. Dr. Brown, you good if we hang out a few more minutes yet? Okay. So we're going to see the Rotary Tournament people are going to get it together, and they're going to see who's on the all-tournament team, and they're going to try to figure this out. They're bringing the plaques out now, the Rotary folks. Great people.
Like I said, Ralph, it's a first-class tournament. It really, really is. It's not an accident that WABA and the Rotary Tournament are 2 of the longest-running tournaments in the state of Pennsylvania. It starts with the committees. It starts with all the people that help out, from the maintenance crew the whole way up. It's well-run, great facilities, and the people, and I know they are, and the people of Wimber should be proud.
Well, let me say this to you. At halftime, I didn't think we could pull it off. I really didn't, okay? But Nick Dressick just goes on fire in the fourth quarter and just puts us back in the basketball game.
Well, he's a streaky shooter, and I said if he could get going and that we had a shot. But Coach Fowl, I guarantee you at halftime, just told them, finish. Take care of the basketball and finish. And that's what they did, especially in the fourth quarter.
And I'll say this. Last night I thought we played shaky late in the fourth quarter. I thought we played a great fourth quarter tonight.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And I'm waiting to see what they're doing here. They collected some papers. Hey, Dr. Brown, I'm going to take a little message from friends of the Crusher Sports Network while they're trying to figure out who won this thing. I mean, who is on the all-tourney team. So if we could do that, Dr. Brown, we'd appreciate that.
For over a century, Thomas Automotive has been redefining the car buying experience. One person, from start to finish, you'll work with the same person with no transitions or turnovers. Upfront pricing. All of our vehicles are clearly marked with their best upfront price. Commission-free sales team. Our salespeople are not paid on the price you pay.
Okay.
Our team works for you, not a commission.
Really
transparency in everything we do. Buy with confidence, drive with confidence.
There's tournaments all over the place. It's hard to find teams because they're all going all over the place. And we're back on the Crusher Sports Network, and I'm sorry if I talked over that commercial. I'm so excited I don't know what to do with myself, okay?
I was wondering, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I was,
I try not to make that mistake, but I made it there, and I apologize to everybody, and I apologize to Dr. Fran Brown for jumping in there. I'm just so happy that we won this thing. 67-64, the Crushers win the 64th annual Wimber Rotary Tournament.
that's the bottom line. And Ralph, while we have a minute, I just want to thank you and Fran for allowing me to do this. I know the listeners would much rather have Jeannie, as I would, listening to Jeannie on the stream. But if you ever need any help and I'm available, I'd love to do this again. And but I hope Jeannie's doing well, and I can't wait to have her back on the stream.
Well, Coach Price, it was truly my pleasure to have you join us on the stream, and trust me, you have moved way ahead on the list on who we want if we need somebody on the stream, okay? Trust me, with everybody involved in things tonight, you were my last hope. I hate to say that to you, okay? All right? That's okay, Ralph. At least I was on the list. You made the list. At least I might have been last on the list, but at least I was on the list. That's like I would tell guys, like, I didn't get to play much. Well, you're the 15th guy of the 15 guys. The 16th guy didn't get to play at all. Okay, he's not even on the team. So there's a lot of ways to look at that stuff, okay?
Hey, glass half full. Glass half full.
Okay, so we're waiting here now.
Hey, one quick shout out to, I know a couple of them may be listening. I want to shout out to the Black girls basketball team. We had a big win today over Wimber, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of their effort, and it's a pleasure to be a part of that community, as I am a part of the McCort community. So shout out to those girls.
And we wish you well with your Viking team over there at Blackwood Valley.
Thank you, buddy.
So this is always a moment of, why does it take so long?
The thing about it, the way they do it, the coaches have some input. They don't have all the input, but the coaches from the other teams, so they have to I don't want to say tabulate because it sounds like we're in an election, but I guess it kind of is. But they get a small election. Yeah, they get input from all four coaches. I mean, Steve's Coach Slackoff's still sitting over there because, again, being the home team. I'm sure before they left, the Everett coach put his thoughts to paper. And that's what they do. So then the committee gets together and tabulate, I guess, for lack of a better word, and see what's up. And a lot of it has to do with, the MVP or the all-tournament, who did what when. And like you said with the crusher of the game, we could have been with Brent Schmidt or Nick Dressick, but Nick Dressick took over. And that's what you look at.
If Nick Dressick isn't on the floor, we don't win the basketball game.
You're exactly right.
Especially in the fourth quarter.
And that's what they're looking at as well when it comes to the all-tournament, the MVP, things like that.
And when I mentioned about that young fella, he makes some great plays, but then he's inconsistent. In that fourth quarter, he was as consistent as he's been all season long.
And the key, too, is everybody looks at points because that's easy. That's in the scorebook. That's right in front of you. It was his defensive effort that really got him going because Brady Page was in foul trouble. Ange Gallucci was guarding another three-point shooter from Chestnut Ridge. So Coach Fowl made the decision to put Nick Dressick, and knowing Nick, he might have asked Coach Fowl, let me guard him. And he did. And that, I think, and again, just looking at the flow of the game, I think that got Nick going more so than his offense because that led into the offensive transition, and that's Nick's game, So, props to Coach Fowl and his staff for doing that.
Well, while we're waiting, how about we take a time out and hear from more friends of the Crusher Sports Network.
Are you looking for the best part-time job in Cambria and Somerset County? Join the McElwain team. Our bus lines serve local school districts, including Greater Johnstown, Westmont, Connemara Town, Forest, Shade Central, Berlin Brotherly, and Summeria. This extremely rewarding part-time job provides great supplemental income. As a McElwain team member, you will enjoy clean, new equipment, as well as holidays, weekends, and summers off. Apply online today or call 812-88194.
And we're back on the Crusher Sports Network, the CSN, the Dream Team, the Stream Team, and Coach Price, what a great job you did tonight, and Coach and Dr. Brown keeping us straight and square, and just don't have any bad dreams tonight, Coach. Have all good ones, my friend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, this is tough, especially if you're the team that just lost, okay? And I understand that they want to be sure they get it right and the right people are honored as all-tourney team and things of that nature. But you don't want to get into 10 and 15 minutes waiting to find out what's happening here, okay?
You're right. And honestly, it's even when you're in the consolation game, it's tough mentally. Now that was a good hard-fought basketball game as well between Wimber and Everett. But, yeah, this waiting around. Now, now,
here we go.
Now, it's funny because we have a gentleman coming in with a piece of paper now, so we think that's the important piece of paper. But it is tough because you just want to go in, be with your kids in the locker room, give them the talk, and get on the road.
Well, and we got to give a shout-out to these Rotary Tournament guys for putting on a good show. And the announcer here at Wimber is George Lucas. I work with him at the radio station. Great guy, good friend. And now they're gonna make some announcements here.
Selection as selected by the coaches. We will start with the all-tourney team. In no particular order, from Wimber Area High School, a senior, number 23, Evan Brady. Thank you. Make sure Evan gets that. From Bishop McCort High School, a junior, number 12, Angelo Docucci. From Chestnut High School, a senior, number 2, Justin Weissel. And from Bishop McCort High School, a junior, number 11, Nick Duresse. And now for this year's most valuable player selection, again selected by the coaches, a senior, from Chestnut
So for the Crushers, Galucci and Dresick make the all-tournament team. And now they're going to hand out the hardware, I would have to believe. And the Crushers are all gathering on the floor here.
I think they're going to do a picture now.
And the all-tournament team, it was from Wimber, it was Evan Brady, from Bishop McCort, Angelo Galucci, from Chestnut Ridge, Justin Wysong, from Bishop McCort, Nick Dresick, and the MVP from Chestnut Ridge was Owen Claycomb. So there you have your all-20 team, and now the Crushers are taking some pictures. And I think, Coach, I want to wish you and Fran, Dr. Brown, a Happy New Year. God bless. I had a blast, Coach. It was a great time.
It's always great being with you, Ralph, and Dr. Brown. She had the tough job, taking control of us and getting us through this. So I appreciate her big time.
So we're going to finish this with, how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? You've got to start seeing you the way God sees you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are more than a conqueror. You are created to have dominion, and you are blessed. Please understand all the positivity going on in your life, and do not allow negativity to be in your mind. You are God's masterpiece and the light of the world. God bless. Go Crushers. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in January.